Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had two directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis. Checking in on the semiconductor sector, NVDA, AMD, and MU. So NVDA has had a bearish reaction ever since earnings, and we had a double top at the all-time high 120.92 and 120.70 before a pretty significant pullback on some pretty decent bear volume. But the bulls are buying the dip as of right now. We had a weak bounce attempt, continuation to the downside. But on Thursday and Friday, the bulls held the 50-day moving average support. And on Friday, we formed a bullish reversal hammer with a lower wick showing the bulls buying the dip, and then a close up near the high of the day. So that support is 106.23, and it has held the past two tests. In order for the bulls to prove themselves to me on this bounce, they have to break the high of the last little bounce attempt, and that was a very weak bounce attempt on very low bull volume. So I'm looking at 110.15. If the bulls can get over 110.15, that will prove to me that they have some power behind this bounce, and then we'll be looking to the middle Bollinger Band resistance in the mid 111s. So looking for confirmation on Tuesday of this a bullish reversal candlestick, need a nice green follow-through day. The weekly time frame, we've been pointing out this 8-period exponential moving average support, which has been holding for a year, and we closed 14 cents above it on Friday, just barely holding that level. We are on the verge of a bearish MACD cross. We do have some high bear volume, and we did confirm the bearish reversal doji at the top with that all-time high double top. So if this coming week, if we lose this 8-period exponential moving average, we're going to be looking down at 99.11, and that's the low of the last consolidation. In order for the bulls to maintain higher lows on the weekly time frame, 190 or make that 99.11 is going to have to hold from here. So we're seeing a bit more weakness, and this weakness most recently with this high bear volume does have me favoring AMD a little bit more than NVDA in the short term. And the reason for that is because we have the breakout. This is bull flag consolidation, very contained and healthy on very low volume. You can see a nice bullish reversal candlestick on Friday as well. Close at the high of the day. I'm looking at resistance of 1344 and 1395. Now, why AMD is a little bit stronger in the short term is because of the weekly chart where we have the 3-week breakout. We are rejecting from the upper Bollinger Band. We are consolidating a little bit, but look at the volume. Look at the bull volume the past 2 bull weeks and then the bear volume this most recent week. And you compare that to NVDA, and of course, earnings was a factor in this volume, but it is some decent bear volume, and we're not seeing nearly as much bull volume as we are on AMD comparatively. So keep an eye on AMD. We know NVDA has been the sector leader recently with all the strength that we've been watching, but that may be shifting here in reaction to the earnings after the double top, getting extended to the upside for NVDA bulls. AMD still very strong here on the weekly time frame. MU is the third and weakest out of the 3, and that is, number 1, because of the overall weekly downtrend. We are not in blue sky breakout land where NVDA and AMD are coming off of all-time highs. We've got MU with tons of previous price resistance still to work through, so way more resistance levels on MU than those other 2 names. In terms of the daily chart, we have the same bullish candlestick Friday, close at the high of the day. There's a gap to fill at 2382 on MU, and we do have a nice higher low pattern, very clearly an uptrend on the daily time frame here. But we do have a lot of work to do to get back towards our recent highs. Gap fill of 2382 would be the first target. The weekly time frame is still very healthy as well. We've been in a bullish uptrend ever since May with a clear higher low, higher high pattern. Normal healthy consolidation currently going on. And if we were in blue sky breakout, MU would be right there with the other names in terms of strength. But again, all this price history, and let's zoom out another year just to see how significant this price history resistance is. It goes all the way back up to $36. So we have to go a 50% move to even be anywhere near where we're looking at on the other 2 names in terms of the weekly trend. So bulls in control on these weekly charts. And on the daily charts, they're trying to see some follow through after a bullish Friday this coming Tuesday. And watching very close, NVDA, I think it will be a nice bear play if we lose that weekly support and if we do see an inability of the bulls to break 110.15. So watching very close for a potential bearish entry on NVDA. Also due to the timing with the overall market. If we see the S&P 500 begin to consolidate, which we know is due, it's not looking like it's coming in the immediate future as we had a strong day Friday. But if we do see market consolidation, NVDA will likely see further pullback on this weekly time frame, and it will be a fairly decent short to the downside in my opinion. So we'll keep checking in on the sector. I appreciate you watching. Have a great weekend.